with Forever Bored Soapery here. Today I am going to work on a cafe mocha soap. I was gonna do just a coffee soap, but I had a lovely couple of ladies in here and I couldn't decide if I should do coffee or cafe mocha, and the ladies both agreed they would prefer a mocha soap. So that's what we're going with today, is cafe mocha. And I think that's good because I got the cafe mocha scrub right now and they'll go really well together, hopefully. So that works out well. So I've got my oils, my kaolin clay, just adding in my coconut oil. Here, I am gonna try to do some angling today. It should be okay. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take, so the black coffee fragrance from Windy Point, it turns the soap brown. So, and then my chocolate fudge from Voyager will turn the soap a light brown, medium brown. So what I decided to do is I'm going to take the chocolate fudge fragrance and I'm going to add some titanium dioxide to that one to lighten it up a bit, and then I'll let the black coffee do what it naturally wants to do with regards to the darker brown, and then hopefully get those nice two contrasting colors there is the goal. Okay, I'm just getting our milk all mixed in here. Still a little bit of frozen pieces in here. Just want to see if they'll dissolve on their own or if I have to mix them up. I know a lot of people do the goat's milk, like freezing your goat's milk and then adding it to your lye solution and so on. I did start with that method. Something happened. Like I did it through, when I first started, throughout the whole summer, it was working great, life was good, no issues, no problems. And then for some reason, once I hit the fall and it cooled off outside, my lye solution wasn't mixing properly. And I had a couple of lye heavy soaps. And I don't know what it is, if it's a temperature thing or what was causing it, but something was happening. And I'd reached out to some friends on one of the soap makers groups, and a gentleman had said the way he does it is he does basically the 1-for-1 water and lye for the lye solution mixture, and then he does the rest in goat's milk afterwards, so you don't have to deal with the frozen. And he doesn't have that one anymore. He had the same issue, and he said, no, that's not how I mix it up. So I changed it up a bit, and yeah, it's been working great for me, and I've never gone back. I've never had an issue. I don't know what was happening with the other version, but I never want to see lye heavy soaps. Like I don't want to see it at all. And taking the chance that it might be lye heavy or not, or, you know, God forbid, should you forget to check it one day and it happened to be a lye heavy one, I just, no, didn't want to deal with it. So I prefer this method, and I'm really happy with the way that my soaps turn out using this version of it. So we've got our oils, our kaolin clay, our goat's milk, and our lye solution are all in here. I'm just getting them really well mixed up. And of course, because this seems to be the way this week is going, this is also one that's going to accelerate. The black coffee specifically is supposed to accelerate. So we're going to do it first, because we want to have everybody set up on an angle, and then add the chocolate fudge. Okay, so we are gonna do the coffee beans, coffee grounds, in the whole thing. So I'm gonna add it in here now. Apparently I like, yeah, well, it's half a tablespoon. Okay, so actually let's get a teaspoon. We're gonna do a teaspoon, I think, per pound of oils. That doesn't seem like enough. Let's see what it looks like. 3, 4. I don't think that's nearly enough, but I think it should be a tablespoon. We'll just take a quick peek. Nope, I think I'm going to stop there. There's a fair amount in there. It doesn't look like nothing, so I think we'll stop there. I don't want it to be overpowered with the coffee grounds. I just want some. Apparently my counter would like some too. Okay, so then we've got the black coffee. So I'm going to mix out 1,500 grams into each one of these guys. And we're just going to split it in two to make my life easy. This scale, I don't know why I'm still using it, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so she's a titch over 1,500, but I don't care. Okay, 1, and we'll do another one. And there is actually a fair amount of coffee grounds hanging out in the bottom of this. I don't think that's a bad thing though, because the chocolate is going to be the one that we lighten. So seeing a little bit more coffee grounds there is probably not a terrible thing. Okay, so I'm going to get these guys all on an angle before I go any farther with mixing and stuff, because we do have the acceleration and I don't know what we're talking about, but I figure if they're gonna put it in big bold print, it must be something they want you to pay attention to. So everybody's angled. Some may be better than others here, but we're happy. Okay. Don't really have a lot of room going on here today. I'm just gonna move this guy over here to my chair, just to give myself a little more space. All right, and then these ones are both going to be the black coffee, so I'm just going to mix them a little bit more here before I add in the fragrance. so let's see how fast we're gonna have to work. We're gonna do one at a time here, and that way we're hopefully cruising nicely. And we want half of this guy. And we're gonna put in there. Maybe do a little stirring the old-fashioned way. In here well, but I also don't want to encourage acceleration. So I'm gonna try that. Okay, we're gonna call it. And the plan here will be just to do 2 at a time. So we're going to pour into this guy. How far should we go in here? Somebody's here. I'm gonna keep making difficult soaps, man. Every time I do, I get customers. I'm gonna keep this up. Acceleration, specific signs, whatever. Well, I have 2 people here. Everybody's here. Okay, pausing you. Okay, seriously, guys, 100%. We are going to start making accelerating difficult soaps. That's never gonna work. During my work day, because it brings in customers. I ended up with 3 different customers coming in, and that was awesome. Worked out really well. So we'll just keep that up. We'll just keep making difficult soaps and hoping customers come in and I can stress about whether or not my soap's gonna make it, and we'll be good. But it is not accelerating. I don't know why it says it accelerates, but mine, it didn't accelerate at all. So that's a good thing. And I'm just adding in some titanium dioxide. This is going to be the chocolate side, just to hopefully keep it a little bit whiter of a color. I'm not sure that I've got enough here, so I'm just going to give it a quick blend. Yeah, it just needed to mix. Okay, so this is getting fairly thick already. So we'll get these guys ready here. So we're just going to take them off of their little dudes. And since we're doing 2 at a time, I'll only move 2 at a time. And we'll get our fragrance in there. Gonna slowly pour it in, because I don't want to break through. Little lopsided here. So I think we're good there. Try the next one. I really got to do something about this table being lopsided at some point. Really just have to put something underneath it to straighten it out, but haven't done it yet. Okay, so those two are looking pretty full. Might be able to sneak a little more in there, but I'm not gonna push it. So get the last of this guy in here. All the TVs on my spoon. Done. So now we need to blendy this guy. I hope I have enough white in here that it doesn't get too dark. I don't mind if it's still a brown. I just want it to be a significantly lighter shade so you can really see that contrast. So here's hoping that we got enough in there. Okay, that one's looking pretty full also. I didn't think about this at all, but it looks like my two batches here are slightly different colors. I don't think it's a bad thing, just not what I was going for. Just because the TD amounts might have been slightly different. I can see almost like a swirl thing kind of happening. I think that still goes fine with the theme of the soap, so it's not a terrible thing, but definitely wasn't in my plans, which is kind of the norm for me. It's never in my plans. Okay. You know what I'm leaning towards? I want to do like a little bit of a swirly swirl on the top. I wonder if I have enough left. I feel like I do. Give it a little bit of color. Not tons there, so we'll see. So I can have a little bit of color on the top. I'm just gonna get the color to mix in now. Once more. Well, that's more. That is definitely more. Okay. There we go. Definitely closer to the color I wanted. Kind of more of a gray than a chocolatey brown. Don't know how I feel about that, but just gonna Really is more of a gray. I'm not happy with that at all. Oh well. It's what we got. Apparently gingerbread mica is actually more of a gray than a brown. Too much mica on the back of your spoon there to put that in. And a cloth. Okay, so let that set for a minute and then we'll do a swirly swirl on top. I don't want it to set too much because I want to do like the figure 8 pattern I'm feeling on top of this one, I think. I think it'll be good. Okay, let's do the pattern now, and then I think I'll deal with my mess way later after I have my lunch because I'm hungry. Okay. Oops. Apparently figure 8 is too complicated for me today. I always forget when I add extra things like coffee grounds that my mold is going to fill up a little bit more, and I'm already to the brim with my recipe. Kind of outside of it. You sure see where I muck up on the figure 8, because when I don't muck up, it looks amazing. Trying to decide if I want to do some coffee beans down the one side. Kind of feeling it. Don't know if people really like coffee beans down the side. I keep saying coffee beans, but I don't actually have beans, I mean grounds. No, I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I can control well enough where it goes, and I'm happy with the way that it looks now, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna call it good and say that was lovely and leave it be. So we'll leave those there to do their thing and just become beautiful. And then, as I said, I'm gonna leave the mess. I'll deal with it after I have something to eat because I'm starving. Hey guys, Christina with Forever Bored Soapery here. I am back to do the cut on our Cafe Mocha soap. So, I did have to steam the top on this beauty. And she's sticking a bit. So, I'm going to cut this one with you. And then I'm going to pop the rest in the freezer for a little bit just to harden it up, because it's still sticking on the sides. I don't love that. So I'd rather harden them up a little bit and then cut them afterwards. So we'll do that, but it's looking pretty good. I'm happy with the top design. Definitely happy with my line I'm seeing here. That's great. Just not happy that it's still sticking to the side. It has been about a week, so a little frustrated about that. But this is my full water recipe, and my full water recipe it's just known to do that. It's a softer one, and it takes a little longer to cure, which is not ideal, but it works. So we'll do that, but pretty happy. I got definitely a color difference. I think this is gonna darken up quite a bit now that it's been exposed to the air. So I look forward to seeing what that does. But you can see the coffee grounds in there and the gorgeous design on top. I'm super happy with this. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. And I'll be honest, that is very rare for me and soap. They are not often what I'm wanting them to be. But I'm pretty happy with the way that that looks. I will try my best to remember to post a picture on my Instagram of this soap when it has discolored, just so that you guys can see what it looked like after it completed. My Instagram is at Forever Bored Soapery, so nice and easy. Same with my Facebook page, it's just Forever Bored Soapery. I try to keep them all the same where I can, so it makes life easy and you guys can find them well. But yeah, so I'm gonna pop these guys in the freezer just a bit so that I can get them out of the mold without the sides getting all wonky. Although, to be honest, the one side looks fine, and then it's just this side, let's see if you guys can see it, that looks a little So it's almost there, but we'll just, as I said, we'll freeze it just a little bit and then we'll pop it out, no problem. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are finding all kinds of fun and exciting new things to do when you are bored, and learning and growing and having a great time. we will talk to you again soon. May you be forever bored.